At the conclusion of that bail hearing, you were not released. Is that correct?
Correct.
And to this day, you remain detained without the possibility of bail, correct?
Correct.
You were asked about the maximum penalties for the crimes to which you pleaded guilty. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Did anyone ever tell you that the RICO murder to which you pled guilty also carries with it the possibility of the death penalty?
Yes.
Did anyone tell you that the carjacking resulting in a death charge which you pleaded guilty to also carries with it the possibility of the death penalty?
That I didn't know.
Did anyone describe to you a statute that says, if you kill someone with a firearm during the course of a violent felony, you're also exposed to the death penalty?
No one has ever told me that.
But you did know that the murder you pled guilty to of Darrell Baum exposed you potentially to the death penalty?
Yes.
How much money did your grandparents give you?
Objection.
I know we did. There were some questions about that, right? But you've explored that. Your grandfather gave you money. I don't know what the relevancy of all that is.
How much did he give you?
I'll let you answer that, and let's move on to something else.
Well, they purchased a car for me.
That was $70,000.
About, yeah. And they have given me tens of thousands of dollars before.
Okay. And you've testified here repeatedly that your main motive for being involved with this group was to recoup $15,000?
No, not just 15,000. What 15,000? No, 30,000 with Taz first.
And that went south, right?
And my initial desire was to make money, not lose money. So when I ended up losing the money, then it turned into a double or nothing kind of thing for me. It was no longer about really making it. I was in the hole already.
Your grandparents are wealthy, right?
Well, they are deceased now.
They were wealthy, right?
They were all right.
Did you inherit money from them?
No.
I think we're getting a little far afield here. Let's go on to another question.
How much did you sell that custom Mercedes for?
I don't recall the exact price. Maybe 60,000? 50? I don't know.
So at some point you had $50,000 or $60,000 in cash on hand, right?
Yeah.
In addition to the crimes to which you've pled guilty, the government has agreed to not prosecute you for numerous other crimes. Is that correct?
Correct.
And I'm going to put up, if I may display, Government Exhibit 78 in evidence on the screen.
Go ahead.
For everybody, it's in evidence.
It's the cooperation agreement.
It's the cooperation agreement, and it lists the crimes that Mr. Sarkissian has been given a pass on.
Objection.
Just 1 second. I don't know what list of crimes. You want to read from it? Go ahead. Just read it, and let's not have these loud objections here. You have a problem with him reading what's in evidence? Is that your objection, Mr. Amatruda?
No, Your Honor. What my objection is for him to say he gets a pass on is completely inaccurate.
Okay, just 1 second. It's good that we're getting a little fireworks here right now. It keeps us all awake. You want to read it? Go ahead. But read the whole thing, and let's go through it all. The jury knows what's going on. They have seen it before.
I just want to preface it with a question. Mr. Sarkissian, it's your understanding that the crimes that I'm about to read are crimes with which you will not be charged or prosecuted, right?
Right.
That's what he means by a pass?
That's what I meant.
That's what he meant. You know that he's not going to be prosecuted for the following crimes? Do you want to read it now for the jury? Is that what you want to do?
Sure. You're not going to be prosecuted for the robberies you committed by impersonating New York City police officers, correct?
You don't have to go through each one. Just read them all.
I'll just read them off. Conspiracy to commit robbery by impersonating New York City police officers in or about the year 2000. Extortion of prostitutes by impersonating New York City police officers in or about the the year 2000. Conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud and to extort medical clinics in or about and between 2000 and 2001. Distribution of cocaine and cocaine base in Glens Falls, New York, in or about and between 1994 and 1995-1996. Distribution of and conspiracy to distribute cocaine, cocaine base, and heroin in or about and between 2000 and 2002. Check fraud and conspiracy to commit check fraud in or about and between 2000 and 2002. Unlawful possession of firearms in or about and between 2000 and 2005. And robbery and conspiracy to commit armed robberies in or about and between 2000 and 2002. And it's the final understanding that these offenses can be used for what are called predicate crimes. But it's your understanding that the list I've just read are crimes that you committed with which you will not be charged. Correct?
Correct.
There came a time that you gave a list of criminal activities, for lack of a better word, of your own to somebody from the government. Is that right?
Yes.
And can you tell me, and you typed that list up yourself someplace?
Yes.
At the Metropolitan Detention Center?
Yeah. About 9 years ago. Yeah.
When did you prepare the list? Was it before you met with the government the first time or after the first time?
I don't recall.
Can I just show him the document on the ELMO? Just the witness only.
All right. He doesn't recall, so this is being shown to you now. The jury is not seeing it. It's not in evidence. But maybe for purposes of refreshing your recollection, what do you want him to testify about?
Do you see the document in front of you?
Yes.
That's something you prepared?
Yes.
Do you remember when it was you prepared it?
About 9 years ago, 9.5 years ago, maybe.
Was it before or after you met with the government the first time in terms of cooperation?
I don't recall.
Was this a list you were planning to give to the government in order to induce them to enter into a cooperation agreement? No, not to induce. Because.
Do you remember the purpose that you did that for?
Yeah. To assist in my proffer sessions.
Help you with your proffer sessions?
Yes. Not to induce.
You were there to help you talk to the government at the time you spoke to the government. And you prepared that list to help you in that respect, right?
Right.
So this was before your first proffer session in order to assist the government in understanding your proffer.
I don't recall exactly when I typed that. It's been so many years.
And nothing about it refreshes your recollection?
Will you remember making that list out?
I remember the list, of course, and the numbers.
And you testified here that you committed 3 or 4 robberies while impersonating police officers. You actually listed 5 in this document. Do you recall that?
No.
And then you listed a category called regular robberies and listed a series of other robberies you committed, correct?
I haven't read that list.
You can take a look at it. It's been a long time. He wants to know whether it's 5 times you impersonated a police officer. Does that jog your recollection?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
So you listed 5 robberies while impersonating police officers, right?
Yes.
Then you have another category that you called regular robberies.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. You also, by the way, anywhere in this list you mentioned the carjacking murder.
I didn't see the complete list. I don't know.
Can I just approach and let him look through it, Your Honor?
How long is that list?
It's long.
Do you want to take an hour or so for him to look at it?
It's not going to take him an hour to look at it.
You mentioned carjacking in there.
I did?
Did you? Why don't you tell us?
It's not in there.
It's not in there. Mr. Runke, a reputable attorney, has made a representation. I'm sure if he's not correct, Mr. Amatruda will jump up and he'll say something.
And would have already.
Okay, so it's in there. It's not in there.
It's not in there. Let me have that back.
Maybe it was after the proffer then. Maybe I had already proffered it.
There's no question before you. It's not in there.
You don't remember when you did this, right?
Not exactly. No.
Okay. And one of the things, do you recall listing in this document one of your activities as financial fraud at a particular financial institution?
I don't recall if I listed that.
Do you want to show it to him again? Did he mention it?
Did you list under a heading called Personal Items, quote, illegal financial practices while a stockbroker at Continental Investment Bankers between 1998 and 2000?
Uh-huh.
Did you engage in fraudulent practices while you were a stockbroker?
Yes.
You're referring to that list a lot. Would you like to offer it into evidence? Maybe the government would have no objection to it.
I think the government might object to it.
No objection.
So you want it in evidence? You made up that list. That's his list.
I'm satisfied with his recollection the way it is, Your Honor.
You don't need it in evidence?
Don't need it in evidence anymore.
All right, go ahead.
You also wrote, or do you recall also, writing a letter to an assistant United States attorney saying that you had information, and I'm not using any names, about an organized crime figure at the jail where you were who was running some kind of telephone scam?
Yes.
You became close with Taz, Edward Cook?
Yes.
Did he ever tell you about how his father died?
He said that his father was killed.
Did he tell you that Daryl Baum committed the murder?
Objection.
I heard that from somewhere, but I'm not sure.
Was it from Taz, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so you've been in jail now for a little more than 9 years, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you've got a deal agreement with the government that allows you to be sentenced to time served, right?
Potentially.
That's what you're hoping for, right?
I don't know. I hope. I wish I was.
Do you personally think that you are prepared to rejoin society?
I do.
And do you think that's what you should do?
Objection.
That's what you would like to have happen, but you don't know whether it's going to happen?
I don't know.
That's your hope?
Obviously, he would rather be not in jail, right? Maybe you like it so much there. I don't know.
But the only way you're going to get off a mandatory life sentence and get that possibility is if the government is pleased with your cooperation, correct?
Correct.
Nothing further, Judge.
Very good. So we'll take our break, and then we'll flush out that one little matter we have to speak about.
First of all, Mr. Sarkissian, before you were arrested and were in the jail cell when you first got arrested in July of 2005, had you met anybody named Lamont Johnson before Sambo?
I don't believe I had met him before.
Okay, and do you know anybody named DJ?
No. Only that I met him in the bullpen that day when we were arrested.
And as far as your being part of this group in LG, you mentioned that how often did you hang out with members of that group during the period from approximately 2000 to 2001?
At least 3 times a week.
And eBay, did you understand that he was a member of that group?
Yes.
And did you drove the getaway car for eBay after he murdered Homicide, correct?
Correct.
And eBay told you during that ride that he had just popped his head off. Is that right?
Yes.
And were there different levels of friendship that applied to different members of the group for you?
Oh, between me and them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I was pretty tight with Thor.
So next, I'd just like to show you Exhibit 78, which is your cooperation agreement. And if I can just draw your attention to the first complete sentence there. It says, The office will advise the court and the probation department of information relevant to sentencing, including all criminal activity engaged in by the defendant, and such information may be used by the court in determining the defendant's sentence. Is that what you understand will happen at sentencing?
Yes, because I understand that everything is listed in the PSI.
Okay.
In the PSR, I'm sorry, pre-sentence report, that they put everything on there.
Mr. Runke had asked you some questions about the typewritten notes that you had given to the prosecutors who were working in the case several years ago, correct?
Correct.
If I could just show the witness what's been marked as 3500 ZS12.
Go ahead.
Did you at some point write in that document Linden Boulevard Cineplex parking lot, Red Navigator?
Yes.
And what did that refer to?
That's the carjacking murder in the Linden Boulevard movie theater that I described earlier.
Is it fair to say that you wrote that in shorthand, Linden Boulevard Cineplex?
Yes, because I didn't know it was a murder at that time.
Well, had you also previously talked about it with the government?
I'm not sure of the date of when that list was, whether I had already started proffering or I made a list before I started proffering.
Okay. And it was during your proffer sessions that you found out that you had murdered Mr. Ozua, correct?
Correct.
When you were originally charged in this case in July of 2005. Do you remember what you were initially charged with?
Only the RICO murder of Daryl Baum.
And as a result of your proffering to the government, you pled guilty to the murder of Daryl Baum and the carjacking murder you committed, correct?
Yes.
All right. And when, again, in your cooperation agreement between Exhibit 78, there's been a lot of discussion as what's been referred to as the coverage paragraph, correct? Because that you're getting what is coverage for these crimes. Does that make you think you can lie here today?
No.
What happens if you lie?
Then the government will refuse to submit a 5K1 motion, and I won't be able to break the mandatory life minimum if I lie.
Nothing further. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Runke?
I can even ask over here, what happens if you lie and you don't get caught? Nothing, right?
Well, if you lie
And don't get caught?
If you lie and don't get caught?
Nothing, right?
I would suppose if someone was lying and didn't get caught.
Thank you. Nothing further.
You may step down.